All right, I am going to dig into my KA box again. It's ironic because I actually turned off my Caspa miners, but I want to win the battle of the circuit board in the Box Pro. And I think this might actually translate to any of the Goldshell box miners. So, yeah, let's dig into it and see if I can win. I'm not sure how many videos I have of tearing these things down, but it's a lot. I'm gonna leave the ones that are attached to the patching board in there. Probably shouldn't be so fast, but it could actually stuck. There's a few broken screws on this one. I decided if I'm going to keep this as a backdrop, if it doesn't work, it'll pop from my desk. Or if I'm going to... No, I didn't even plug those in. Holy cow. Or if I'm going to put it on eBay again. If you're following along, I did have it on eBay. A Caspa Angel came along and told me what to fix. And he was right. And I just have not been able to fix it, although he said it's the simplest thing in the world to fix. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta take that. I have to get the antenna out of the way. Alright, this may be the least watched video I ever make, but the saga of the KA Box Pro continues. I actually did put it on eBay, and a very nice person who remains anonymous reached out and said that this was my problem, this capacitor right there. And basically, if you can move it, which I can, I don't know if you see that or not, then that's the problem, it's that guy. So I actually kind of pushed it back in, reassembled everything, and turned it on, and it hashed. So I pulled the eBay auction. I have a neighbor who does soldering, and he couldn't get in there. The thing to know is this is that is all pushed onto an aluminum plate. So what we normally would be able to get to the back of that, you can't with this. The back of this is just a smooth aluminum plate, which I think you can probably see that in the other video that I did. Anyway, so he told me to get some solder balls. I don't really see how I'm even going to get in there to put them in, but I'll get some and try that out and get it back online, hopefully. Okay, I've had this thing apart more times than I care to count, but I know that this capacitor is the problem. And this may never be watched, but by the one person who tries to fix their Goldshell Box series at some point. I assume they're all the same. I could be wrong, but I think this is a pretty kind of tried and true program that they have, regardless of the algorithm. But I know that this capacitor is the issue. See how it moves around a little bit? So what you have to do is resolder that with solder balls. Solder balls! So we're going to see if we can get it reconnected and get it hashing. If not, it's just going to be desk art. Okay, once again, I am encouraged. You can see the contacts. There might be too much light. Here, take that away. Yeah, you can see the contacts down there. So, got my steak knife. Right there. And right there. And then just the two little dog ears, antlers, antennae. So I'm going to try blobbing some of the solder balls on there and heating that up and see if I can get it to reconnect. One thing I want to say, I feel like Goldshell's kind of gotten a little bit of a shade recently, and I feel like it's a little maybe undue. They came out with the new XT box, the Tari, and I think a lot of people didn't really know about Tari for some reason. I have PC mined Tari a little bit, and with my MacBook, it's not particularly productive to do it, but it was kind of a cool little thing to be able to do on my MacBook as I was learning more about mining, and a fun little graphical interface for it. So then they came out with the XT card, or XT box rather, same miner, just able to mine the SHA-3X algorithm. And yeah, it's a smaller coin, so maybe it was too much horsepower for that coin to be able to throw that much hash rate at it. And yeah, it was making like $65 a day mining that coin, which is ludicrous, and no one should expect it to continue to make that much money, because if it is that profitable, someone's going to make a bigger and better machine for it. Anyway, and now they have, for the Goldshell Byte, the XT cards, and I mean, they're making a couple bucks a day, and that's all right. That's cool. Will they keep making that much? Who knows? Maybe not. That's hot. I'm going to burn myself. I should have planned better. Ouch. Dang it. Okay. I'm making a lot of mistakes here. Because I'm trying to think and talk and run my soldering iron. Okay. Also, they have a really great... ouch, hot... app that I've never seen anyone really even talk about, and I love it. I can run my my KA boxes, any of my box miners, from anywhere in the world using their app. I can run the one at my office. I can run the one here at my home. Now I have them both here at home currently. But what a great little app it is, and it actually will show you the different algorithms and your profitability. Obviously, you're going to use those on the mining pool. You're going to keep track of it there. But anyway, I think Goldshell for the home miner is dialed in. I like it a lot. And yeah, my experience so far has been with the Caspa miners. But I will say the support that I've gotten directly from Goldshell, it has been fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. And maybe I'm just not jaded enough about the industry to complain about them yet. But anyway, my experience, someone coming into this kind of new, they've been great. And, all this is not rocket science, although it kind of feels that way at first. Anyway, again, shout out to Goldshell. They've been great. And like I said, maybe I'm just not jaded enough yet in this industry. Give me time. I'll get grumpy later. Shout out to Grumpy Dad. I watch your videos multiple times per week, and I feel your frustration on a lot of things. I will say you've been more optimistic about entropy than I have, which makes me think I might have missed something in the whole gig. But and also shout out to hobbyists for commenting on a recent video of mine. I feel like Elvis is watching my stuff. It's a fun little community, guys. I'm grateful that you've been gracious enough to let me in. This is a disaster. I am the worst. If you're a soldering person, you're probably just dying right now watching me do this, but I'm sorry. I feel like I need to make sure there's no connection between the two. Kind of basic electronics. Looking pretty good. Burn, baby, burn. And I believe it goes this way. Oh, my fat fingers. Maybe that's what capacity, but we'll see. Just like quick speed, hit the same button back again and see if it hashes or not. Oh, put screws everywhere. Yeah. How bad boy. If you've ever heard one of these things spin up, I felt like the fans would be so much more substantial than this, but they're actually, I don't know, I guess lighter than I was expecting. Sorry you can't see down inside of here. I'll take a shot inside so you can see what I'm doing. So there you go, just attaching those two clips. And there's the control board up there, power supply, or power input rather, LCDs, LEDs rather. And I don't think you can see the capacitor down in there, but it's down in that little hole. Yeah, so we'll button this up and plug it in and see if it hashes or catches on fire. All right, we're going to take this one out of service and plug this one in. Yeah, the garage is very full. No, that makes sense. Oh, you can get the app. See what the app can tell us. It looks like it's hashing. Let's see. Let's try adding. Auto scan. Allow. Look at that. It sees one. Click to add. Confirm. And it's hashing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's even on the old, I don't know if you can see that. It's on the old pool I was on. Holy cow. I'm a little bit disturbed by the fact that it's working. Let's see if I can get all three of these things going. As much as it shouldn't right now with Caspit at like 4 cents. It's not really warm though. Let's see if we can look at it. No, it may not be. 9.13 gigahash. Yeah, it's not hashing. Oh, man. I probably cooked that little capacitor. 23 gigahash. It's toast. Alright, good. I didn't want to try and figure out how to have 3 of these things running at my house. My wife would kick me out. 14 gigahash. So no, not running. Not running. I think that's the end of the saga. I don't think I'm going to be messing with this thing anymore. Nah. Thanks for coming along.